70 degrees and sunny with 22-mile-an-hour winds here in Ventura, California on this, the 15th day of January, around 12 noon. And this is not good, boys and girls. It is I, your guide to all the tabletop role-playing game news, weather, and general internet nonsense. The ineffectual face of the place that is known as the OGGM. And this is sad news, especially if you are a FLGS, a mom and pop brick and mortar game store like Seth's Games and Anime. Let's just take a moment to. Okay. Yeah. Diamond and Alliance wore bread and butter for friendly local game stores, especially, if you were trying to get comic books and games that, didn't get enough copy of, or Wizards of the Coast sends you 2 players handbooks and you need 15. Wizards of the Coast only sends you 20 magic cards and you need 100. Diamond and Alliance wore the lifeline for so many comic book stores. I mean, free comic book day, free RPG day, they all owe that to Diamond and Alliance. So to find out that Diamond and Alliance have just declared bankruptcy and end up owing a ton of money to various individuals, including Hasbro, that's not good. That's bad news for every friendly local game store out there, because they're suffering so much. And now the main source for them to get stuff, they're up in the air. Where am I going to get the back issues of Spider-Man that I didn't get shipped this week? Where am I going to get that obscure role-playing game that this one guy wants? Where am I going to get my extra copies of the Player's Handbook? Well, I'll get them at Ollie's if you're lucky enough to have an Ollie's, but if you're not, it was Alliance, it was Diamond. That, when I worked at the game stores that I worked at, it was always check the Alliance site first, check Diamond cert first, then go to eBay, then go to the other sites, but it was always Diamond and Alliance. So yeah, they're filing bankruptcy. Why are they filing bankruptcy? I assume because they can't keep up or whatever. Looks like somebody named Universal Distribution is buying them up. With a name like that, I really can't expect great things. They owe Wizards of the Coast $900K. They owe Hasbro almost, what is that, 1,000, a million, 100,000? I don't know. That's a lot of numbers. They owe BattleTech $400K. They owe Army Painter $300K. They owe Board Game Distributors $200K. And they also owe the NECA another almost, is that 2 million? I don't know. I don't do numbers, but it's a lot. So they own WizKid some money too. They're filing Chapter 11. They will continue business as usual through the process. They will continue to fill orders for as long as they can. And then everything gets handed over to, I guess, this new company, and we hope on the best. There's an article on Beat Anniversary. I don't know who this is. Look at this. I mean, they're obviously not very professional if they put white on white in their thumbnail. I can't read that. What does that say? The Beat. But that's the link that I've found so far. So what do we know? Basically the big question is, what does this mean for the comic book industry? Because again, the comic book industry, comic book stores, brick and mortar stores depended so heavily on Diamond and Alliance. Somebody called Lunar is picking up some of the slack. I don't know who they are. I've never heard of them. Just basically talking about, I guess whoever these guys are, looks like they have their own comic book something, and they're talking about how it's going to affect them. The bankruptcy filing is available and runs for hundreds of pages. They owe a ton of money to people. Like they owe Random House $9 million. They owe Bandai $4 million. Disney, they owe. Simon & Schuster, they owe. Viz Media, they owe. Oh, God, Diamond, what happened? McFarlane, they owe. Hasbro, they own $1 million. Wizards of the Coast, they owe $900K. I don't know what happened. It doesn't say. Again, it's just a list of all the people that are getting screwed and going to have to each pursue their own thingy against Diamond and whoever's going to be responsible for it. Probably going to have to be sold off and into little teeny pieces. But it does affect the entire comic industry. This is just a list of all the different comic companies that directly or indirectly deal with Diamond. You can see some names on there you recognize, like Chaosium, Cryptozoic, Dark Horse, DC, Eureka. I got to reach out to some of my people in the comic book industry to see how it's going to affect them. Green Ronin, Lion, Mad Cave. There's nobody in the industry that isn't going to be affected about it. So yes. So please, if you go into your friendly local game store today, tomorrow, next week, next month, through the rest of the year, and they don't have something in stock, don't get angry at them. Please do not get angry at them. Do not pull the old, don't steal from them. Don't throw bricks through their store. Don't leave a mess. This is going to hurt every comic book store that there is in the United States, Canada, South America. This is going to affect big guys like Marvel and DC all the way down to teeny weeny little guys like the Ripperverse. Shout out to the Soska twins and the Ripperverse. It's going to affect everybody. And it's going to affect your mom and pop comic book store, brick and mortar store. It's going to affect your mom and pop friendly local game store. If you're going to come in and go, do you have any copies of the Player's Handbook? And they're going to go, we're going to sold out. And you're going to go, can you order one from me? They're going to go, I don't know. Do not get mad at them. Do everything you can to help them keep the lights on, because their jobs just got 100% harder. Every week, they're going to be looking at that pull list and going, I don't know. What are we going to do? Every week, they're going to be going through that special order list and that list of that guy who wants that one magic card and is being a bitch about it and going, what are we going to do? Alliance is gone. Diamond is gone. I don't know where those comic books are anymore. I don't know how the stuff is being distributed in the divorce. I don't know if I can get Spider-Man 151. I don't know if I can get Yira #2. Shout out to the Ripperverse and the Soska twins. I don't know. So please, 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 now more than ever, do whatever you can to help keep your friendly local game store open. Don't be a bitch if they don't have what you're looking for in stock. Understand that at this point going forward, they don't know when or if they're going to get it. This is their lifeblood. So the last thing they need is you going, what do you mean you don't have it in stock? I'm going to come back tonight and throw a brick through your window. I'm talking about what happened at CES, but yeah. So there you go. More information down below. This article tells me nothing. I assume more will be posted through the weeks. For some reason, in the article, Morris is referring to them as gatekeepers, which I think we associate now with a bad thing, right? Why are they the gatekeepers? Isn't that now just like a bad word? I don't know. I don't know if I want to call Diamond the gatekeepers of the tabletop industry. They are the final, I would say the final boss. They're the final boss. And now the final boss is in trouble. What do you do? What do you do? Where do you go? Where do I go now? Well, if it's D&D, you just wait for us to tell us on the shelves at Ollie's. But where were they getting those stuff at Ollie's from? Diamond and Alliance. Right? Anyways, I'm the OGGM. We'll have more information on this as it, whatever. This sucks. It really does. And we don't know why this happened. We don't know how they got that deep in debt. I mean, 9 million, 8 million, 4 million. That's just scary. Okay. I'm going to let you guys go because I'm still under the whole fire power outage. The lights are flickering thing. So stay safe out there. Stay strong, Los Angeles. We'll talk to you later.
Roll the dice and ride the wave. Quest and dragons, the news we crave. Under neon lights we take a stand. Knights and wizards across the land.